And there it is. There it is. Khamzat Chimaev just defeated Robert Whittaker in the co-main event of UFC 30. Kenny, bro. Kenny, what are you talking about? The fight hasn't happened. Yo, you guys know I had to bring this back for my boy Khamzat Chimaev. Listen, and I know you guys are probably surprised at how good Khamzat Chimaev is. I already knew Khamzat Chimaev was this good. I know the big narrative about Khamzat, oh, he's a first-round fighter. That's it. He's going to gas. First of all, I'm going to say this. Khamzat Chimaev, like Robert Whittaker, if he survived that first round, kudos. I just doubt you survived it. I'm pretty sure Khamzat probably likely just beat this guy by TKO or submission in the first round. Now, why am I saying this? Because Khamzat Chimaev's grappling and wrestling is overly aggressive to a point where, like, it's almost like his opponents, they know it's coming, but when it's actually coming and they're in these exchanges to try to defend, they aren't ready for how good of a wrestler he actually is. Now, we've seen him training with these guys, like these Olympic gold medalists, and going in there and still having the greatest wrestling performances against them. So you see people like in the UFC who, someone like well-rounded like Robert Whittaker. First of all, Whittaker does have great takedown defense. Like I said, he's been taken down multiple times in his career, but like when he sees a takedown coming, he's very good at just pushing off because he's strong, he's big, and he's physical. He's not easy to take down. So when you guys see Khamzat Chimaev go in there and take him down fairly easily, just know it's because Khamzat Chimaev's skill is a lot better than most people are giving him. Like, it's most better than most people are anticipating. Whittaker is great. Khamzat's just better. Now, a big thing I'm hearing about this fight is, yeah, dude, it's just like, if it's out of that first round, dude, the cowabunganess from Whittaker is going to be too much, man. If he gets out the first, bro, it's over. I'm here to tell you guys, like, I'm really praying it gets out the first. And the reason I'm telling you guys, if it gets out the first, is a narrative that Khamzat's going to fatigue. Let me tell you guys something, bro. When Khamzat's putting this pace on people, he's not the only one fatiguing. Oh, yeah, dude, like, Gilbert Burns started having moments on him. Gilbert Burns had a good moment in the second round. Rewatch that third fight. Look at the pace that he was still putting on Gilbert Burns in the third round. He was consistently walking down Gilbert Burns in the third round after Gilbert won the second. Just breaking him down with that pace, that pressure. And he wasn't even shooting because, like, he respected Gilbert Burns' BJJ too much. Against Usman, they said he fatigued so bad, but what people don't understand is Usman's a way better defensive wrestler than someone like Robert Whittaker, statistically, factually, every way of the word. And he was still able to take down Usman rounds 1, rounds 2, and rounds 3. Yeah, he's going to be too fatigued. Fatigued or not, he's able to take them down. It wasn't like Usman was like high energy too. Usman was fatigued in that fight too. Watch back that fight. Usman wasn't throwing a lot of volume. Even in the second and third round, he just wasn't. It was just that like, the last 10 seconds, they both sat down and traded because they knew the fight was over. But Khamzat has a really good like capability of outworking people now. If this gets out the first round, I'm telling you guys right now, don't be surprised when Whittaker is still getting taken down by Khamzat and getting controlled and getting put in compromised positions and submitted. If he gets submitted in the second, wouldn't be surprised. First, second, like submission or TKO, not surprising. A big thing that people aren't really looking at is that in the first Usman fight, in the first round, when he had Usman down, Usman was this close to getting TKO'd. This close. The only thing that stopped him is because Usman had the initiative to kind of get to his feet and then kind of do a risky move where he would throw himself on the ground with Khamzat with him, and Usman landed head first doing that, which is kind of dangerous. But like, I don't think Whittaker's wrestling and defensive wrestling is at the realm or caliber of a Kamaru Usman. Is Whittaker going to be a great win for Khamzat? Yes. This is not someone you could go in there and just a masterclass in defeat. So after Khamzat just shows how much better he is than all these guys, that's when people are going to be surprised. If it goes the distance, can I see Robert Whittaker having moments? Of course, Whittaker can have moments, yo. Whittaker can have like situations where he's like throwing on the feet and everyone's like, like all scared and stuff. But don't for a second think Khamzat doesn't have good hands. Khamzat can strike, man. Like, of course, he uses a lot of energy in the wrestling. So when he strikes, he's kind of just biting down his mouthpiece, he's throwing and swinging. Whittaker hates that fight style. Whittaker's is not known for having a great chin, and Whittaker has something where he loves to blitz. Now, it's okay to blitz. His blitz is good. It works against some people. It works against certain, like it works against Apollo Costa, who's you know what I'm saying? It works against the Victorias, who's like a punching bag. Khamzat Chimaev's not going to be there just to stand there and just be like, yeah, just blitz against me. The blitz didn't work against DDP because he blitzed into a counter punch by DDP. Didn't work against Adesanya because Adesanya counter punched him. I know people don't look at Khamzat as someone who's a very technical striker. I've seen his shadow boxing. He actually does have heavy hands, the way he knocked out GM3. He has quick hands. The power and the quickness he throws his hands are, I actually very slept on it. Impressive. I wouldn't even be surprised if Khamzat's having moments on the feet and then he mixes in his wrestling. Don't be surprised if Khamzat can hang with him on the feet and throw in some wrestling if this fight gets elongated. And I said it's probably gonna be a first round finish, but I wouldn't be surprised if it gets out the first 2 rounds and we still see Khamzat Chimaev showing why he's actually good. So this whole narrative that Khamzat has horrible endurance and stuff, I hope this is the fight where Khamzat just goes in there and shows, brother, I could do this, brother. doesn't matter. Like, these guys, and Whittaker's been in 5-round wars with Romero twice, you know what I'm saying? He went the distance against people who would never, like, give up, like Vettori. Whittaker does have that endurance. He went 5 rounds with Izzy. Whittaker has endurance. So when you see Khamzat Chimaev as this fight elongates, when you see Khamzat still sticking with him, still staying with him, don't for a second think, oh, maybe Whittaker's out of it. Whittaker's having a great year. Just had a great performance against Paulo Costa. Then went against Ikram Aliskerov, a mutual opponent that him and Khamzat have. They both knocked out, but Whittaker did it quicker. Like, Whittaker did it in very impressive fashion. But when Khamzat beats Whittaker, I want you guys to know Robert Whittaker is arguably a top 3 middleweight on the planet today. I think only DDP, Israel Adesanya, and really Khamzat Chimaev are the only one I think who are better than Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker beat the shit out of anyone, bro. Put anyone in front of Whittaker, he's going to put a masterclass on you. But the thing is, Khamzat Chimaev is this good, whether it's standing on the feet, with his heavy hands, whether it's wrestling. No one in the division can wrestle with him. And you're going to see how good his wrestling is in this fight. I hope that Whittaker tries to... Oh, I'm praying this fight's elongated so you guys know what I'm talking about. The pace he puts on people is what makes people break. It doesn't make him break. It's like a double-edged sword, bro. Like, it's like he's fatiguing himself, but he's also fatiguing his opponents. When you're defending takedowns or trying your hardest to get back up to your feet, this fatigues you more, believe it or not. Like, I know Khamzat puts a lot of energy in, but like defending the takedown, trying to get back to your feet, that's a lot of energy exerted as well. Now, when you're both exerting energy, it's going to come down to who has more grit. I've seen Khamzat Chimaev be put in compromising positions where he got dropped by Gil Burns, but he kept coming back with some grit. I've seen Whittaker kind of get rocked in some of these fights, and sometimes he's a little bit questionable how he can't really recover well. Like when Izzy knocked him down in the first round, and in the second round he finished him in their first fight. When DDP had him hurt, he just capitalized on it really well. DDP, the way he grabbed Whittaker, took him down with a headlock, by the way. He got taken down by DDP, and DDP's not the most technical fighter, but he took down, feeling like DDP took him down, and like the way he was getting ground and pounded by DDP and controlled by DDP in the first round. Do I think DDP's the same grappler level of Khamzat Chimaev? Absolutely not. I just think DDP's a big, strong dude, so he's able to get these weird positions where he could just out-muscle you and take you down. Khamzat is a strong dude as well. If you've seen Khamzat outside of camp, he's a big dude. He's huge. And he has the wrestling and grappling skills and caliber better than anyone Whittaker's ever went against in his life. And on top of all this, I want you guys to know that, like, don't be worried for Khamzat. I'm seeing a lot of things. Ah, man, Khamzat looks out of it, bro. Like, he doesn't look confident. Khamzat, he looks like Khamzat. I think he looks more relaxed. Cause ever since he talked about how he has his son going through all the surgeries. He wants this to be a good role model to his son. So don't be, like, discouraged. Like, oh, I think something's off about Khamzat, dude. It's just like his haircut, bro. His hairline crooked now, dude. I don't know, man. Don't worry about his hairline. Don't worry about his hair growth or whatever he's doing. I really think he's acted a certain way just to be a better role model now that he's a father and his son just going through all this stuff. So I know people could look into that psychologically and be like, he looks different, dude. Like, I'll agree. Like, he's definitely not, like, screaming as much, but he's still got that killer in him. You can see it in the face-offs, how stern he is, how, like, ready he is to fight. You can see how, like, he's screaming Allahu Akbar and all that. He's still the same Khamzat inside. He just wants to be a little bit better of a role model. So don't take the, like, kind of psychological aspect and just be like, oh, Whittaker is going to do this, Whittaker is going to do that. I do think Whittaker's very confident, too. I've seen him in the face-offs. I've seen him in these interviews. He's a confident guy, so I want you guys to know this is probably going to be the best version of Robert Whittaker we see. So after we see the best version of Robert Whittaker, go over there against Khamzat Chimaev and get absolutely masterclass in the grappling department and even keep up with Whittaker in the striking realm. Just know that Khamzat Chimaev did it against the best version of Robert Whittaker. He's a better version than the one that fought Izzy, you know, better version than the one that fought DDP and lost, the better one than the one who fought fucking Costa and Vettori, better those guys, better than those guys, you know, better than that Whittaker. So I want you guys to give Khamzat credit. And yes, bro, we're gonna get this video right. Whenever, like, chat, I don't worry. Once you see a Kenny drop a video like this, chat, just know. So put how much money you want on Khamzat because he's winning, bro. And if you're a Whittaker fan and you're watching this, you're gonna comment beforehand, talk about, oh, Kenny, who's back after Whittaker won? Then you're gonna delete your comment or edit your comment after the fact, after I get it right. So yes, Khamzat Chimaev will be successful. And after Khamzat beats Whittaker, he gets a title shot. More deserving than Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland beat Paulo Costa and wants a title shot. Khamzat Chimaev beating Usman and Whittaker back-to-back, more impressive. So yeah, Khamzat just beat Whittaker. He's going to get the title shot next against DDP. And I think him versus DDP will be a good fight. But just know, I just want you guys to come back and let's talk, brother. Let's wrestle, brother. Let's talk now, brother. Let's talk. What happened now? Come back to this video after Khamzat defeats him in the great grappling masterclass he does. And if it goes longer than you expect, don't be surprised at how good Khamzat Chimaev is doing. But that's it for me, bro. Let me know what y'all think down below. Let me know if y'all think I'm going to cook on this series. And yes, chat, there is an Ilya supported video dropping tomorrow morning before the entire card starts. Because, of course, I'm going to do a comeback to the video when Ilya wins. And I'm going to get into very distinct detail in that video. But that's it for me, bro. And God bless. 2, 3.